Hey, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Rage, and we are back today with an update video here in regards to my arena status and where I'm standing right now in the top 10, continuing using the two meta teams that have been allowing me to stay on top, and hoping to share that with you folks once again as a quick update here. Now, guys, remember, this is what I love about Arena, right? You don't necessarily need the highest TCP to be able to engage and do well, but it's more so having some of the most powerful characters in the game and being able to mirror match and really theorycraft which opportunities allow you to climb the ladder. You know, for example, you can see only 106 million TCP. Remember, I'm completely free to play, but yeah, I'm able to stay afloat even against some of the best, you know, in this case, opponents in my that I'm up against here. But keep in mind, some of them have Xavier, so this is obviously going to exclude those matches here. But you can see, Maul here has 176. Even someone right next to me, Shadow, he's at oh wow, absolutely crushing it. Good job, Shadow. 91 million TCP, so he's doing it right. You know, D Brown 201, crazy. 118, so all within that range, but it's all about having some of the best characters. So who are they? I'm going to talk about that real quickly, just show you what's in my roster, as well as two of the most common matches that you're likely going to be up against as you climb your way up in arena rankings to rake in those power cores and earn more every single day. So as you'll see in the footage later in the gameplay, there's really 7 characters that you need in terms of the end game to really power your way through. Obviously, we don't have any kind of counters to Professor Xavier just yet until we actually have the unlock, but you can see from left to right, we got Mephisto, Odin, Gore, Apocalypse, Null, Emma Frost X-Men, as well as Old Man Logan. Each of them playing a different part in the gameplay that I'm going to show you, but just know that the most common matches, and let's actually see what's even available right now at the time of recording here. So we do see some different variants, as you can see, right? The most common one you'll likely see is going to be this mixture here of the Annihilators with Mephisto and Null. You may see some variants with Super Skrull, which we're actually going to go through as well, and then also some variant versions here with Emma Frost. So it's really knowing about the priority and how to target some of these more common teams. Now, there is one that's not showing here actually. Usually, you know, the mixture of Thanos endgame as well. That one's definitely been common. And for those of you that are curious, this is my defense as well, which has also been doing very, very well and just holding it up. But as well, this is easily counterable. It's more so if you know how to counter it, right? So without further ado, folks, let me show you the gameplay of the two common teams that we use and how we climb to the top ranker. Okay, so first matchup, this is the most common team, which is usually the Annihilators mixture here with also having a Gladiator in front of you. Now, the version I'm using with this has been the nice gimmick, is because you don't actually need Null on this team, but you can see we have Old Man Logan and Emma Frost X-Men giving us the edge here. So this one works really well when there's a Gladiator, Gore, and an enemy Null. So you can see you can't really do much behind the taunt. So we go ahead, we just attack the Gladiator as such. But what's key here is having Old Man Logan, because by having him on the team when there isn't an enemy Super Skrull, what's going to happen is their team Odin is going to use the special, as you saw, but the difference is his Odin did not gain the charges like we did, so he's not going to be able to trigger his ultimate ability before us. He still needs to wait for his full turn and actually generate the ability energy. And even though our Apocalypse got taken care of, even though we don't have Null to counter the Apocalypse ult, the fact of the matter is that we can actually target their enemy Odin easier because he doesn't have charges now. And as well, we have our obviously our battlefield effect also in place. You can see how one-sided this is. This is a really good strategy. It's worked for really the entirety of the last month, but it's been a great counter for those that just don't know about that slight differential of having Old Man Logan when there isn't an enemy Skrull with charges to actually take the place of that. So that's why it works really well. Emma Frost obviously clearing the barrier and providing a little bit of support on the side. Best part is that Old Man Logan and Emma Frost don't need to be maxed out for that strategy. So that's definitely one of the more common teams. Now, the second team is, you'll start seeing, this is very similar to as I showed you on defense, right? We're going to be up against some enemy Skrulls, which counter the first strategy. So that's why we actually have to switch here and take out Emma Frost X-Men as well as Old Man Logan. And in place, we're going to be adding back Null and Mephisto, as you see in the mixture here. Now, same game plan as before. We always want to be targeting Odin from the very get-go. And this is a universal strategy right now in Arena. But I used the double basic on Mephisto because you can see not only are we landing debuffs, but we did not trigger the special on our Odin, so that way he gains a taunt. So that way our Odin isn't going to be specifically targeted from the enemies. Now we have Gore and APOC to be able to land a special to actually ability block Odin, which we did. Reason being is because you want to get that turn meter advantage against the enemy Odin, so that way he's not getting off his special to heal his team. We even use APOC to follow that up, and at this point, if you have no on the team, you're going to be able to use the ultimate, and enemy Odin should be taken care of. And you know that's pretty much a good game at that point, because it's really the battle of who can take down the enemy Odin first. And yeah, smooth sailing at that point, because we do have the sustain as well from our team. As you can see, this is night and day once we get our special off with a huge ultimate that's waiting. And basically the enemy has absolutely no chance. Even though their scroll was able to counter the fact that we couldn't use Old Man Logan, our Mephisto strategy here with Noah was able to do more damage and more focus on the enemy Odin first. And you can see how one-sided this is. Guys, this is such a simple strategy of knowing these two key teams to help you climb, because when you see those matches that I pointed out, it's night and day, and you know which ones to target, so that way you can climb the ranking up. Another good strategy as well is just making sure you wait maybe the last 15 to 30 minutes of the arena reset right before it, and then targeting those enemies that you want to climb. And that's how I've been able to secure the top 10 for quite some time now, to be honest. And the 500 power cores per day absolutely adds up, ladies and gentlemen. So hopefully this is helpful, guys. Again, just to recap, two teams that can work very, very well in these situations. And it's not about the TCP, it's about having access to the 6 or 7 best characters in the game and knowing which matchups that you can go up against. As you can see here, obviously we can't take down Xavier right now, but in the future, when we do unlock him, maybe there's going to be some sort of counter in the future. We'll definitely touch on that. But in the meantime, guys, hope this is helpful. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Thank you for your time as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.